Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a little sculling draw to get away from the beach. And here we go. There's the crew. Outstanding. All right, let's try a slip on an edge. Oh, I'm talking to my GoPro.
How's your shoulders?
Shoulders are fine, as long as I don't overdo. Yeah, I'm healed. I lost so much strength. Beautiful, placid morning, isn't it? All right, that's Ralph out there. And over in the lime green and white hull Capella is Kathy. And the Seda with the green top and Kevlar hull is Barbara. And on the gray Dolphin is Tommy. Look at this glass. Beautiful. It's only about 40 degrees out here. I'm going to turn around here and get some shots of the other guys. Okay, our bow rudder on an outside chine. Yeah, I'm not mumbling. I'm telling a GoPro to turn itself on and off. I might put one on YouTube.
When did you get that?
About 5 years ago. I just haven't used it much. I started using it for some of my shooting videos. And, you know, it sat on the shelf for years after. Feels good to be back in this kayak. In my last couple outings, I've been in my plastic boat. This boat only weighs 39 pounds. It's all Kevlar. For the uninitiated, the paddle I'm using here is all carbon fiber. It was custom made for me. Made over in Germany. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This kayak is so nimble, guys. Just barely initiate a turn and give it some edge. And she slips right around. It's just the fighter jet of kayaks. Alright, practice the slip. That's better. Slip the other way. hanging draw. Still beautiful back here. California green, also known as brown. We have had a couple of rains in this last month, and things did green up for a little while, but it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks since we caught any rain up here. The lake is way down. If you look along the water line, you can see that we're down 15 feet or more. We're at about 50% capacity on this lake right now. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. The wind's going to come up after a while, but it's nice now. Over here, just on that little ridge in front of us, there's a big oak tree that's had a bald eagle nest in it for several decades that has been continuously occupied by a pair of eagles and their progeny. We might get lucky and see them today. Okay, you guys won't be able to see it, but up in this tree up here, there's one of our bald eagles. You can probably make out the nest. I'll try to zoom this up when I get home in software. Just barely see his head up there. Yeah, we're up pushing 11 o'clock now, heading back from the dam. It's still just a glorious morning, around 50 degrees. Might be a little warmer than that. Sun feels good. Not warm enough to take my paddle jacket off though, but still just smooth as glass out here. This lake is a county park in San Luis Obispo County, California. They do a nice job here. They've got a lot of camping. There are no water skiing allowed on this lake. It's a no body contact lake because it serves as a water supply for one of our local communities, so they don't want you swimming in here. It's just a very calming, peaceful morning to be out paddling. Not particularly challenging. We get kind of bored with the lake paddles periodically, but we do have some really nice ocean venues nearby that we get out frequently to, get out into the open water, get a little more excitement, also get a little bit wetter. But typically here in my area we can paddle up until January, and then we start getting the winter winds and the winter storms come in and just mix things up a little more than we would like. Really stay off the water for a couple of months there, from February up, usually through the end of March, middle of April. There's Mr. and Mrs. Mallard. Quack, 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 quack. Mama says, let's get out of here. You're funny. This Necky dolphin that Tommy is in is one of the best sit-on tops ever made. They're out of production. People wouldn't buy it. They tend to be a little bit tippy, but that makes them much more maneuverable. It's really a good one. I helped him find it and buy it. He bought it used, paid $500 for it, and that was maybe 10 years ago. How long ago did you buy that Necky? I remember going over to that guy's house and looking at it. Has it been 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah.
Probably 10 years.
What a great boat. And you only went over it once.
No, twice.
Did you go off of it again?
Yeah, because when I had Shelly.
Oh, yeah. At Avila?
At Avila, in fact, we did twice that morning with her. One there at Fisherman's Beach, and then over there at Doggy Beach.
Yeah.
The same day. She looked like a cat coming out of the water. She was,
I'm going to go over here and check out the pelicans. It looks like we got some cormorants down there at the water line also. Those birds hang out at the lakes quite a bit, both of them. The cormorants are more of an ocean-going bird. They're divers. And now I'm looking at them. They don't look like cormorants. They look more like coots. We'll see when we get over there. But to be divers, they can't float very well. You don't want to be a floater if you're a diver, so they get waterlogged in a hurry. So they make a couple dives, and then they got to come out and dry off, and unwaterlog themselves. But they're more solitary birds as a rule. And you see them all the time up on a stump or a log or something near the water's edge with their wings out unfolded. It's always a treat to come up here and check out the fauna. We see bears occasionally, coyotes, a lot of deer, bobcat once in a while. Yeah, those are cormorants. The problem you see with the pelican is that his beak can hold more than his belly can. They say in his beak he holds enough for a week, but I don't see how in the hell he can. There's our launch land point. The launch ramp is closed to the trailers right now. There's no concrete off the end of that ramp. It's too shallow. It's the end of the concrete, so we don't have to worry about those guys today. Beautiful park.